In this video, we're going to go over the setup of the IBS TH2 Plus temperature and humidity sensor. Now, the IBS TH2 Plus temperature humidity sensor requires the use of the InkBird app. It starts with an E. You can see on the back right there, Engbird, for Bluetooth functionality. So the InkBird app has this little house icon, and you can see I already have some other sensors set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sensor out, and the TH2 Plus has a display on it and a battery compartment that you can open up by pressing on a clip. All right, I'm going to put the batteries in. And I'm going to plug my sensor in. And you can see on the display we have a Bluetooth icon, and we have our temperature and humidity. And if we press the button on the side, it just seems to turn the Bluetooth symbol off. Why would we ever want a button to turn the Bluetooth off? So now with the sensor on, we're going to hit the plus sign. And it picks up the sensor. Sometimes it won't, and you have to keep exiting and going back in to pick it up, but this time it picked it up, which is good. You can choose your icon. Now you can't actually change any of these settings right now. You have to save it first by going done. Now you can choose the sensor. Going to settings, you can change the name. I've changed the name. Now here you can see the temperature and the humidity, but you can calibrate it. So if this was reading wrong, you could change it up and down. You can also set an alarm temperature, and it's -40 to, so -40 Celsius or Fahrenheit. But in Celsius, it maxes out at 125, and in Fahrenheit, that's 257. All right, so now you can see, but it's just showing us the external sensor. And then if I disconnect this, I'm going to breathe into this sensor just to get some significant value changes. So you can see it's up high. So with the InkBird app, you cannot see both the internal and the external. It only shows the external if it's plugged in. Let's put the back cover back on. Now, if you have a gateway, like the InkBird gateway, you can open the InkBird app, go to the gateway. I'm going to scroll down. You can see IBS TH2 temp and humidity is the last one. So when I plug this in and it picks up that sensor, we should then get a new sensor at the bottom. It's really weird. All right, so it's picked up sensor 8. So we're going to go ahead here and edit. And this is going to be the IBS TH2 Plus. We're going to save that. And you'll see that both the internal and the external temperature sensors are being picked up, as well as the humidity. And if we go into the settings, we can set the alarms for both temperature units. We can calibrate both temperature sensors. We can alarm for the humidity, the upper and the lower. This external sensor does not have humidity, so that's grayed out. Before you calibrate the temperature sensor, you're going to want to let it sit for at least a half hour, if not longer, so that it adjusts to the room. And then you're going to want to use something with a known good value, like a traceable thermometer. This is a traceable thermometer, and it's reading 64 degrees right now. So if I had let this settle, then I would calibrate this and adjust it so that these readings read out 64. Now to calibrate the unit, we're going to go in and choose the temperature, and you're going to adjust it. So if it's reading 10 degrees too high, you're going to go -10 and hit OK and save. And we can see that that temperature is now 10 degrees lower than the other sensor.